Welcome back to the NOSA Unleashed podcast. I'm Laura Burgoyne, joined here with my sister Connie Blackwood. And today we want to talk about something that is super exciting. It's a project that we do every single year, and we can't wait to tell you more about it. So, Connie, welcome to the conversation.
Thanks for having me. I'm really looking forward to this year because I think we can hit a mark higher than last year. I really do, because this is one of our big fundraisers of the year, and I'm super excited about it, especially the incentives. I love the incentives. They're always so much fun.
Oh, so when you say incentives, what are you talking about? Like, is that incentives for people who donate or incentives for people that participate?
Both.
Okay.
So you can be on either side of the coin. So for those of us who are fundraising with NOSA, there's little incentives. And then for those of you who just want to give, guess what? There's a grand prize draw for three different prizes. And these prizes are pretty cool. One is a free name meeting, so you get to know what your name means. And like Laura puts a lot of time and effort, and then she puts a lot of prayer into it. And God gives her specific things that are so true to who you are. I know she's done it for me, and it's been amazing. And then another one is a hand knitted wool blanket, which is beautiful. And the third one is, of course, one of the Nosa hoodies, which is one of the biggest sellers we have because everyone wants one because they're so awesome.
Yeah. I love that. I love the prizes. You know, it was actually a recommendation from some of our community members 2 years ago, actually, that said, people love to give, but they love to give even more when there is a potential for them to win something. And so we really took that to heart, and we initiated this last year, and it was an awesome addition to this fundraiser. And so we're so happy to repeat it again this year. We do have different prizes every single year, and I'm super excited. Like, that throw blanket is so warm, so beautiful, so amazing. Um, and like you said, that hoodie and also the name meaning. Every person that I write a name meaning for, they are just so blessed. And so that's just one more great way for you. Like, if you have a heart to support the work that we do, that your name will get entered into a draw for um, every donation that comes in. And so we're super excited about that. One other reason why I love this fundraiser and I love the time that we do it in, Connie, is because it's my birthday month, right? And I love to celebrate my birthday, but I often tell people, you know what? You know, instead of buying me a gift or sending me a card, consider donating to the No One Stands Alone Foundation, right? This is really the heart and vision and mission of my life, is to really serve people, love on people, help walk them through the trials of their life, and help them walk into freedom, help them walk into purpose and their future. And so, what better way to celebrate my heart and celebrate what's passionate for me than to like really sow into what we're doing. And
Mhm.
so if that is something that you're like, hey, I really want to participate this year, we would love for you to join with us. And if you don't know any particular ambassador that is doing the fundraising themselves, you can just go online at nosafoundation.com. Or if you are local to Calgary or the Alberta area and you know one of the ambassadors that are personally collecting pledges, you can also do your donation that way as well. So, Connie, how about you share a little bit more about like what is it that NOSA Foundation stands for, and what do we do? Like, why, like, where are these funds going to, and why is now a good time for you to partner with what we're doing?
Okay, so first off, the name says a lot. No one stands alone. We want to make sure that no one falls through the cracks. And we especially want to focus on mental health. And even more specifically, we want to focus on anxiety because anxiety runs rampant in our society. And it's almost like, people just go, well, it's just anxiety. I'll
Connie,
just deal with it. And
Connie, I am sorry, but my computer like froze and did some weird noise things. So in case that came up on the recording, can you just start that question over, your answer? I'm sorry.
Do I remember? Oh dear. Okay. I'm trying to remember the question now.
So what is
Oh,
NOSA? What do
yes.
we do?
So when it comes to NOSA, our name says a lot. It stands for No One Stands Alone. And by that, we mean that, no one would stand alone. No one falls through the cracks. We really want to be there for people who have mental health concerns, specifically anxiety, but we help with other things as well. But we could try to hone in on anxiety because anxiety is so rampant in our society today. And I think a lot of times we just brush it off, but it makes such an impact on our daily life. And a lot of times we just don't acknowledge it as an issue. And when we don't acknowledge it, it gets worse. Like it doesn't get better, it doesn't go away. You actually have to proactively do something about it. And that's what we're all about. We're about walking you through strategies and steps to deal with anxiety and like practical ways of dealing with it on a daily basis because it comes up at the most inopportune times in our lives. And it's good to have those coping tools that we can use in those difficult situations where we don't have to go into a panic attack, where we don't have to go into,
Or depression or
yeah, or
things.
depression.
Yeah, Connie, I love what you're saying because, you know, people need support.
Mm,
And we saw that through the pandemic, through COVID. We saw how the isolation was really impacting people. And even most recently, like people have so much fear for the future. Like you look at what's happening even in our own country, in our world, and there's so much insecurity and instability that causes so much anxiety and fear, right? And I find that a lot of the mental health issues that we deal with the people that we work at, the root issue is anxiety, right? And so that is why that is sometimes our main focus, is because that is the fundamental underlying root cause of what they're going through. And at the same time, we still journey with people that are going through other things like overwhelm,
mhm.
insecurity. Identity is a huge issue as well. Like people being told their whole life that they will never amount to anything and they really don't know who they are. They don't know where they want to go. And so, just walking alongside them and helping them discover those things is part of what we do. And we do that through mentorship. We do that one-on-one mentorship, group mentoring, also group group mentoring, group coaching, and a lot of the funds goes directly towards those supports, and sometimes covering all of the costs, and in other cases subsidizing that cost. And people need these supports, and a lot of times they can't afford them. They can't afford to go see a counselor for $180 an hour, or a life coach for anywhere between 150 and $300 an hour. Like that's just not feasible for them. They need supports that are available but are also affordable. And so that's what we try to do, make sure that everything that we do is either free or also available at a reasonable cost. And that's where you guys come in. That's why we do these fundraisers, is to bring those funds in to help subsidize these programs, because without these donations we wouldn't be able to do that. We would have to be charging more for the services that we provide, and we really want to minimize that that need for those that we help to have to pay those large fees for getting the supports that they need.
Yeah, when we were young, it was really hard for us because we were a low income family and we never had third like benefits or anything. And so even if it had been on the radar for us to go into counseling, it would have never been in the budget. And
Right.
so, like, for us, we did fall through the cracks when we were teenagers, right? Like, we struggled with depression, we struggled with suicide, we struggled with a lot of things. And we don't want to see people fall through those cracks. We don't want to see people struggle the way we did. We want to be able to help people the way that we needed to be helped in those times. And that's what we mean by no one stands alone. That's what we mean by no one falling through the cracks, is that no matter what status you have, that we would be able to help you.
Yeah, that's so good. So, Connie, tell our listeners when this fundraiser is happening.
Well, it starts on April 1st and it goes till the 30th. And so it only runs for 1 month. And during that month, you can donate either $1 or any amount up to $100. And if you feel even more generous, by all means, give more than $100. And maybe they can fill out multiple spots on their card. But each ambassador is going to have a card numbered 1 to 100, and their goal is to fill it up as fast as possible. Because if they fill it the whole way, there's a great big prize for them, and they'll be able to enjoy a whole weekend away, which is amazing. Some people really need that time away, and it would be
Right.
such a blessing to be able to give that away this year. And so I'm really hoping that we can give that away this year.
Yeah, so am I. To be able to give someone a weekend away, especially at Kingsfold Retreat Center, is just a huge benefit. And, how many of us need that time away, right? We need self-care. We need to be able to replenish ourselves. And so that's one thing that we want to offer to our ambassadors who are actively raising funds. If they're successful at filling their whole card, that is what they will receive. And so I'm so excited. I can't wait to see if anyone achieves that this year. So yeah, this is a great opportunity for you to get involved, for you to also share what NOSA is. And if you are part of our community and you have been personally impacted by the work that we do, we encourage you, please share. Share this project with your loved ones, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your family. Share it with them and let them know, first of all, how you've been impacted. And also share with them the opportunity where they can give back, where they can sow into what we're doing and help someone else out because of their financial contribution. And, a lot of the work that we do is by word of mouth, right? We don't pay money for advertising. We don't spend a lot of money on different means like that. We really let, you know, our impact and our influence be through the referrals and through people sharing what we do. And we do that not only in our podcast, but also on our on our website and also on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content on there that's relevant to mental health. And, please be sharing that content as well. Because we get emails frequently where it says, I just came across your webinar that you did like 3 months ago, and it was so impactful for me. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. And when we hear messages like that, it encourages us to keep going. It encourages us to keep releasing this content because we know that it's beneficial. We know that it's meeting people's needs and it's helping them along their journey. And so every contribution, every donation, every prayer that you guys share for us, every time you share one of these pieces of content with somebody that you know that needs it, it helps spread our message, which is we want everyone to know that they don't have to journey alone, that they can walk with the support that they need and come out the other side.
And the greatest part is it doesn't matter if you only have a small donation or if you have two loonies or a toonie to give. You can give anywhere between $1 and 100. So, even if you're tight on finances and you can only give $5, that's amazing. And
Yeah.
we love those gifts because they mean just as much as someone who can give $98. They really do,
Yeah,
because every dollar counts. And you're making a difference in someone's life.
absolutely. We've also had people in the past who are like, you know what, I want to donate, but I want my donation to be strategic, right? Like I
Mhm.
want it to be impactful and intentional. And so people have actually picked the birth years of their children, or their how old their children are, or, you know, whatever combination of numbers. And they've picked, some people have actually picked multiple numbers, like they want 11, 12, 15, and 14, right? Like depending on what numbers they're choosing, but they're being intentional, right? They're really choosing what numbers they want to pick so that it's not only impactful for No One Stands Alone Foundation, but also intentional on them, that they're saying, I'm sowing this money on behalf of my family member, on behalf of this event in my life, right? It could even be, in remembrance of a family member that maybe didn't get the supports that they needed. I actually saw a post the other day that was really impactful. Um, this person was actually a tattoo artist, and someone came in and said, I just want the number, I think it was 352, they wanted tattooed on their arm, just the number. And the tattoo artist asked them why, and they said that was the length of days that their daughter was sober before she had overdosed. And it was, that tattoo artist was really moved by that, right? Because the lady said, like, people remember their failure, but they don't remember their successes, that they went 352 days of being sober. And that
Mhm.
mom wanted to celebrate the fact that her daughter made it 352 days sober. And this actually started a movement. And so this woman said, she said, I'm going to leave my number templates here. And anyone who comes in here and wants to tattoo a number on their arm for their family member that had a certain amount of days of sobriety from whatever addiction, she said, I want you to give the tattoos away for free. And so this lady did. And day after day after day, people started coming in and getting these numbered tattoos in remembrance of people. And, why do I bring this up? Because numbers matter, right? And so maybe there's a number that's important to you. You know, I have many numbers that are important to me. You know, remembering my dad, remembering um my grandmother, like so many people in my life hold such significance to me. So, even find this as an opportunity for you to, pay it forward. Remember somebody who maybe didn't get the support that they needed, and unfortunately, maybe they're not here, but maybe your donation will help somebody else get what they need, right? And sorry, I'm sorry for bringing you to tears, but that story that I read off this post was just so moving. But that's what we wanna do, like, our whole motto is bringing hope one life at a time.
Yeah.
If we can bring hope to one person at a time, then what we're doing matters, and
Mm.
what we're gonna keep doing what we do, and we're gonna keep moving forward, and we're gonna keep pushing to see people's lives change, and see people come into freedom, and see people step into purpose, and people be released from fear and anxiety, and be able to really pursue their life to the fullest. And so if this is moving you in any way, really consider really consider, how you want to partner with us this year in this 100 pledge project. And you can even help us out in other ways too. We have volunteer opportunities throughout the year. We also have other fundraising opportunities. So this isn't the only time that you can partner with us. There's other opportunities. And if that is on your heart, reach out to us. And we love to get you connected. We love to get you plugged in and really working alongside us to help other people as well.
And we just want to thank you guys in advance for participating. And we look forward to seeing what's going to happen this year. We have big hopes, big dreams, and we know that God's hand is in it.
Amen. As we close off today, I just want to recap. We have this exciting opportunity coming up April 1st to 30th. It's our 100 Pledge Project. You can donate any amount between $1 and $100, or you can make multiple pledges of many different numbers. But I encourage you, get involved. share this project with others. Um, Share it on your social media, share it with people that you know. Contact us. We'd love to share posters with you that you can put up in your workplaces or wherever you are. And if you really want to get involved and you hear this podcast within the next couple days, and you want to get connected with us as an ambassador before April 1st, connect with us at info@nosafoundation.com. And let us know that you want to be an ambassador, that you want to collect donations, and you want to be part of the team that is really working to bring these pledges in. We would love to work with you. So we can't wait till this starts on April 1st, and we look forward to seeing all the participation that we get from you and those that we are just going to get to know. So thank you once again for joining us on this NOSA Unleashed podcast, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.